sorry for the interruption. Let ft is equal to t square I hat plus sin t by t j hat e to the power t k hat. I'm just giving you an example. What I said in the theorem, I'll prove it with I'll show it with an example. Find limit t tends to 0 ft. From the above theorem, it is clear that limit t tends to 0 ft means taking limit on each of these separate part. So I'll do that. Limit t tends to 0 t square, limit t tends to 0 sin t by t, limit t tends to 0 e to the power t. Now what is the value of this? 0. This limit is 1. This limit is also 1. So ultimately, the answer of this limit is ft. So very simple calculation. Taking limit on a vector valued function means taking limit on their respective separate components. Now, there is few note. If limit t tends to 0 ft, limit t tends to 0 gt, and limit t tends to 0 phi t exist. Look, these are the vector, but this is a scalar. Then, the first thing is taking limit on their sum is equal to the sum of their separate limits. Limit of their sum is equal to sum of their limits. Difference of their limit is equal to difference of their separate limits. Same here, scalar into vector valued function, taking limit, you can take it out. Dot means scalar product, cross means cross product, you can take it out. These are the note. Now, continuity of a vector valued function. A vector valued function ft, which is equal to f1 ti cap plus f2 tj cap, f3 tk cap, is said to be continuous at a point t equal to t0 if each of the separate scalar functions f1, f2, f3 are continuous at t equal to t0. Very simple definition. A vector valued function, this ft, is continuous at t0 if each of these scalar functions are continuous at that point. If any one of them fail to be continuous, then the whole function is not continuous. Now, differentiation of a vector function. Let ft be a vector function of a scalar variable t. At a point t0, let del t be increment, because we know to define differentiation we need a small increment which we actually call h. Now we will call it as del t. Let ft be a vector function of a scalar variable t. At a point t equal to t0, let t be given an increment del t. Then f of t0 plus del t minus f of t0 is a vector, and consequently this difference is a vector where del t is a small increment on t, and consequently this ratio after taking limit del t tends to 0 is called the derivative of ft. So the thing is, this difference of vectors upon taking the ratio by del t and taking the limit del t tends to 0 is called the derivative of ft. Clear? This ratio upon taking the limit del t tends to 0 is called the derivative of ft with respect to t. Now again few notes. Same thing like limit. If these ft gt are continuous, their sum and difference are continuous at a certain point. If phi t is a scalar function, then phi t with the ft is a continuous. Their dot product is continuous if they are separately continuous. Their cross product is also continuous if they are separately continuous. Now, the last theorem for today's topic is if ft equal to f1 ti cap plus f2 tj cap plus f3 k cap, then ft is differentiable. Same theorem. This whole will be differentiable if each of them will be differentiable. If anyone fails to be differentiable, then the function fails to be differentiable. Proof is given here. Is a very simple proof. Just taking the because we know derivative means limit on this ratio, and this ratio means they are separate I cap, j cap, k cap. Now this limit exists means each of them exist by our previous theorem. Each of them exist, and each of them exist means they are differentiable. So this proves the part. Now this limit means taking limit on f1, f2, f3. That means df dt is df1 dt plus df2 dt plus df3 dt. This is few example. This is example of differentiable function, vector function. This is example of not differentiable vector function. So this much for today. If you please go to the topic. Once I'll finish whole vector, I'll give you the assignment or the exercise. Thank you.